Hi, in this video we are going to look at the data types of a column in Pandas. So let's first begin by how we can actually validate what kind of data type is present on specific columns in a Pandas data frame. So as you can see, you can make use of the dtypes attribute, and this is how you can get the corresponding data types. Now let's see how we can actually change the data type, essentially say from integer to a string, from string to integer, and so on. So first you specify that column of the pandas, and then we are going to add the changed data type, the changed values in that column only. So that column of pandas data frame equal to that column dot astype, and we want it to be of string type. Now if we just run the dtypes attribute here again on the data set, we can see for the hours per week now it has changed to object. So object here means that it is of type string now. Okay, so now let's try to change it back to integer. So we are going to put the int 64 in the astype method, and now if we again run the adult dataset.dtypes, so we can see for the hours per week it has changed it back to int 64. Earlier it was of type object, which is essentially a string. Okay, so now let's look at another basic thing. So it's essentially about how you can actually refer to a column of the pandas data frame. As you can see, I have used the .h after the data set. So you can use the dot notation to refer back to your column. So that's your dataset dot column name. If we now see the marital status, it has a bit of gap in between marital and the status, so that's why we are not able to use the dot notation here successfully. In order to refer these kind of columns, we have to use the bracket notation. So in this case, if we put the hours per week in the square brackets, we should be able to run it without any kind of error. Similarly, now if we put marital status in the square brackets, we should be able to execute it successfully. Okay, so now let's further move on and see how we can refer the multiple columns here. So in that case, we have to pass a list. So now let's say I want to see hours per week along with the marital status. So I can specify that in the list. And if we do execute the statement, we can see the marital status and hour per week are displayed. And that's how we have done that subsetting of our data. We can take the third column as well, that's the gender, so we can specify that as well here. So if we execute the statements, and we can see the gender is also displayed alongside the hours per week and marital status columns. You can also make use of the unique method to find the unique values in a categorical variable. Say for here gender has male and female values under it. Thank you. For further analysis, don't forget to check the next video. Thank you.